Hi, Land Rover.
I'm Taylor Haig, Watershed Engagement Manager.
And I'm Stephanie Prowitz, Executive Director of the Green Lake Association.
As the deepest natural inland lake in Wisconsin, the cool and inviting waters of Green Lake host a diversity of fish and inspire generations of lake lovers. But like many lakes, the pressures of land use and a changing climate have meant that Green Lake's quality is not what it once was.
The Green Lake Association is a nonprofit organization that commits itself to conservation work, education, outreach, and research to improve its water quality. Here's what we're doing that's making a difference. We revived a missing brook trout species, acquired an interseeder to allow farmers to plant cover crops, and we host pontoon boat classrooms so that we can cultivate the next generation of lake stewards. We're even looking into and exploring how applied technology can help us quickly tackle Green Lake's greatest water quality challenges.
Let's dive into how a Land Rover Defender 130 will take our newly launched blue-green algae monitoring program to the next level.
Right now, when we want to look for blue-green algae, we take a sample, send it in the mail to a lab, and then wait for weeks to learn if we had a blue-green algae bloom.
But what good is it to know if you shouldn't have been swimming in Green Lake a week ago?
Precisely. We're participating in the beta test of a Bloom Optics blue-green algae microscope. And by the end of this, what we hope to do is shrink our result times from weeks to minutes. And those are minutes that really matter.
Next summer, we hope to use a Land Rover Defender to launch our new mobile lab for blue-green monitoring.
And also ample storage for equipment and a center console cooler to transport samples to the lab for analysis. Land Rover, right now we're using an intern's borrowed lunchbox for these samples, and it's just not cutting it.
With a recently donated fleet of kayaks and boats, we now need a way to tow them to sampling locations, assisted by the Land Rover Defender's towing, roof rails, and 3D camera capabilities.
We have donated kayaks and boats that are stuck on land, and we have no way to get them to water. Land Rover's Defender's cargo storage, as well as its off-road capabilities, will allow us to move our brook trout habitat structures to the most remote locations, which is where these trout streams really are. Also, right now we're relying on partners and volunteers to kind of schlep our supplies, and I think that they're getting tired of our calls, so we hope to have our own vehicle to help amplify our work.
We envision a clean, restored, and resilient Green Lake, one that families for generations can continue to come to and enjoy.
That's right, we have a really strong membership base, so with your support, we're hoping to learn here, be a leading example for lakes elsewhere, and solve these blue-green algae problems that are affecting lakes throughout the Midwest. So with that, thanks Land Rover.